Hello and welcome back to the latest SamSPV. This one's going to be a little bit different. Now, as you know, it's November, or shall I say Movember, but in my case it's Bovember because moustaches are for dodgy people and other people that can pull it off. I don't have that confidence. But I'm going to do Bovember and I'm going to grow a Chuck Norris. And since it is Bovember, not Movember or November, I'm going to tell you a related story. Now, you know, Movember is about raising awareness for male-related things I don't want to talk about because it makes me cry. But I have had personal experiences with such things. Let me take a breath. I'm not sure if I want to share this. Okay. When I was about 15 or 16, indulging in some me time, as a teenager does, I made a discovery. And that was, so to speak, a third nut. Except this third nut wasn't supposed to be there. Well, yeah, as a third nut's not, obviously you're not supposed to have three nuts. I'm not the bad guy from Austin Powers. But, oh, check they're all there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, fine. I used to think it was crazy, but now I can see your nuts. Sorry, I like movies. Yeah, I found a lump. And you can imagine how a teenager reacts to such a thing. So of course I kept it secret for a week, and well, I didn't do any schoolwork anyway, but I did even less this time. After a week I told my parents, and I got a hospital appointment, well, a doctor's appointment, then a hospital appointment after that, because I chickened out having the doctor check me, because the thing is you have the doctor check you and then you go to the hospital for a more thorough test. Love the word thorough. It's up there in that list of words like moist. So I skipped the first step and just went to the thorough test. And my appointment came up like in the waiting room, and I stood in the waiting room for an extra half an hour just, all nervous and shy. After a while I went into the room and my two doctors were two very kind Indian men, both with very bushy moustaches, funnily enough. And then I ran out again for another 10 minutes. And then I just realised obviously I'm wasting everyone's time because there's other people's appointments. So I manned up and troweled down, if that's the right, yeah, whatever, zzz, yeah, and I was kind of surprised what the test involved. It involved a ultrasound machine, of all things, so keep that in mind if you're pregnant, that your ultrasound machine may have been on some boy's balls. But yeah, it wasn't a very comfortable experience. They turned off the lights for me, which was nice. We had like a little lamp on instead of the main lights. I thought it was very romantic. But yeah, they turned the machine on, put some gel on me, which they had put in the microwave first, which was supposed to be nice, but I don't know. It's just weird. It's warm gel on your nuts. And then they applied the ultrasound machine, and just as it touched my man-egg, it gave me a static shock, which was not what I was expecting. You can imagine my hair stood on end, down there and up here. But it all turned out for the best. Well, I say it all turned out for the best. The results were that it wasn't like cancer and it wasn't a tumour, but it was a lump of stuff, and I've forgotten what it's called now, but the point is I have to go back once a year. I'm due this year as well. Oh, I'm dreading that. I hate hospitals. But yeah, I'm due to go like once a year just to keep an eye on it. But, you know, I'm not dying. I don't have that little creature from from Total Recall. I'm a tumor. Yeah, I've been back a few times since then. Each time I've chickened out less, and I've only had a static shock twice, which is you know, all right. You know, half the time is better than all the time for a static shock on your balls. This is a case of TMI, isn't it? Oh well, it's going on the internet. Yeah, that's it for the story, really. I'm not very good at telling stories, especially when they're about me. But if you've managed to sit through this stupid video, thanks for watching. Truly thanks. Feel free to leave topics for me to talk about in the comments and on Facebook. Feel free to subscribe, please and thank you. And bye. Where's the button?